And today we're gonna make a beefy taco casserole. This recipe is super fresh and it's hearty. HelloFresh sponsored this video and I'm so glad they did. I love the way HelloFresh has packaged them up and sent them to my door. Getting healthy meals delivered to your house that you cook in only like 30 minutes is just amazing. I can't believe food has come so far. Let me tell you what's in this recipe. The ingredients are ground beef, yellow onion, garlic, green onions, Mexican spice blend, a Southwest spice blend, diced tomatoes in a can, flour tortillas, Monterey Jack cheese, lime, grape tomatoes. Those are those little kind, just like cherries. Cherry would be fine, but I like the grape. And I'm gonna serve it on some mixed greens, and a little sour cream goes on this as well. So the first thing you should do is preheat your oven. So I'm gonna preheat it to 425 degrees. And I've grabbed a cast iron pan, but any pan is fine. And I'm gonna preheat that too, because that gets me to the finish line faster. I'm putting it down on medium low, but I'll tell you, that's gonna save you 5 minutes when you wanna fry up that beef. So twist that dial. Time for the prep job. You need to cut that onion into little pieces. HelloFresh comes with all the instructions, so you know what to do first. It even tells you how to peel and dice an onion. You might be a very beginner in the kitchen. I love this because it teaches cooking as well as delivers to you really healthy meals. It's a new high technology feature in cooking for your family or for yourself. This beefy taco casserole is for 4 people, but you could have gotten it for 2 because they have that option. The quantity of food is so generous in all of these. They even have vegetarian selections, which is really great if you can handle being a vegetarian. I don't know. I never was able to to do that in my life. Okay, be careful when you're cutting an onion. You don't want it to get away. I have so much fun when I'm cooking, and I hope you do too. I'm doing a little extra mince one-handed. It's just safer that way. And off to the side she goes. Time for the garlic. And chop that in little pieces as well. You might have a mincer, and I approve. It goes faster that way. Okay, garlic, stay in your lane. And I always wash my produce to make sure none of that field is sticking to it. So cut off the ends and chop up those green onions, also known as scallions. And this way all the prep is gonna be done. So you're ready to start cooking. Now it's time to crank that pan up to high and drizzle it with like a teaspoon or 2 of oil. I use corn oil because I just think it has a higher burning temperature. An olive oil could scorch if that pan got too hot. Let's put our beef in. I take it in little pieces and start to crumble. Sizzle, sizzle. I feel the heat. And evenly distribute it best you can over your really hot pan. And the trick to having more flavor in your ground beef is to brown it. So refrain from touching that. Don't flip it. And the most you're allowed to do is to take the little pieces that have no contact and give them contact. But don't disturb their friends next to them. Even though this is one hot cast iron skillet, that cold ground beef is gonna bring down the temperature of the pan, and it's not gonna brown that fast. Let me prove my point. It's only been 1 minute. Let's see what we have underneath here as the test sample. Now, see, that is gray beef. That is not brown ground beef. We must step away from the action, Jackson, and wait. We gotta wait our turn. It's been 3 minutes. I'm gonna check the neighbors. Oh yeah, that is the brown I was looking for. So now we're gonna get the rest of it all flipped over and work on crumbling them up. Personally, just prep when this stuff is cooking. You got plenty of time to cut those onions and garlic up. Time to add your Mexican blend spice mix. And a little pepper and salt to your liking. Give it a swish and blend it all together. Time for the transfer. You can leave the oil behind. All you care about is the meat. And now set it aside. And now we're gonna saute those onions and garlic. And put in half of your scallions too. And stir it up. It's gonna pick up all of that oil that was left in the pan. If you don't have much oil left, you can add a little bit more because you sure don't want this stuff to stick. I'm not concerned by the little stray pieces of beef that may be in there. It's fine. They're just gonna get more browned, a little more crumbly. I can see all the flavor hitting those onions. Now you're gonna let them cook for 3 to 4 minutes. It's taken that hot heat and the pan is cooled a little bit with those ingredients. So now you're gonna turn your stove on medium. You don't want that garlic to burn. So now goes in the Southwest Spice Blend. Add 2 teaspoons, so stir it up and add your beef back. Give it a whirl. And then pour in your 2 cans of the diced tomatoes they sent you. Easy peasy. Oh man, look at that. That already looks delicious to me. And now it's time to assemble it. So put your first layer in, spread it around, and top it with the cheese. 1 package is perfect for this layer. And it's gonna get 2 tortillas. And I'm tearing this for the best fit possible. Next layer, and spread it around. And this layer gets more cheese. And another tortilla layer, filling, cheese, evenly distributed, of course, and the final layer of tortillas. And I save a little bit of the topping for the top of the casserole and the final package of that cheese. And pop it in the oven for 7 minutes. And I put it on my top rack because I'm gonna broil it for 2 minutes after the 7 to get it all bubbly. It's been exactly 7 minutes. That's what it's gonna look like. Oh, wow. I don't even need to broil that, but I will for 2 minutes. Broil, 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Cancel. Don't forget to turn it off or you could have a fire on your hands. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Oh, that crisp on that tortilla is amazing. Oh, that looks great. Time to serve it. Wow, it's a lot of food. It'll definitely feed a family of 4. And a little bit of greens, just for health purposes. And sprinkle it with the leftover green onions you had. And how about a little sour cream on your beefy taco casserole? Squeeze of lime all over everything. They have a ton of great recipes, and there's a new one every week. You can pick your delivery date, which is great so you know you're gonna be there to get your meal. Click the link below and get your HelloFresh and use code RebeccaBrown35 and you get $35 off your first order. Oh, it's delicious. If you subscribe to this, you can cancel or pause at any time. They're really easy to work with. I'm Rebecca Brown, subscribe to my channel, and let's keep making great recipes like a HelloFresh right at your doorstep.